Hello everybody, today we are gonna talk about Z-index. Z-index is a CSS property and it allows you to control the order in which overlapping elements are displayed on a web page. When something like that happens, we have got here now 3 elements and they are just divs. So when everything is displayed in one line, then the second line starts, right? That's why we have got 3 squares with 3 different colors with the size like that, one after another, but they are not overlapping. They are not one on another, like, right? They do not create something like layers, right? They do not create something like layers, right? It's not like one is overlapping another element. But things like that happens especially when we are using the absolute positioning. Now, as you can see, we can see only red square. Why is that so? It's because this is the last guy. And when we move it up forward, as you can see now, we can see yellow. It's because yellow is now last element. However, you know, we will not have always a chance to change the order of overlapping by, you know, changing the order in the HTML. We need to most often change it using the Z-index. So you have got something what is called Z-index, and by default it is set to 0. So it means that every element here has got the equal Z-index, and the guy that wins the competition of being, you know, seen is the last one. However, you can change it by increasing Z-index. You can say, hey, I want this guy to have Z-index 1, and now green is the highest guy in the order. However, hey, I want the yellow one. Okay, so it's yellow now. Right now, we have got all elements in the same place. But notice what will happen when we have, for example, something like that. Top 0, top 20 pixels, and top 40 pixels, right? As you can see, we can clearly see all elements, but the entire content is seen only on this square, right? Here we have got 20 pixels visible from the green and 20 pixels from red. If we change the order, for example, to 0, 1, 2, we will see that the red is on yellow square, this yellow square is on the green square, right? But we can clearly see that the red one is on the highest level in this overlapping sequence. So this Z-index just allows us to set what should be the most visible, right? And always remember that if two things are you know, equal, like this time, the one that will be visible is the one that is the last, right? This way. So you can choose order easier, so you don't need to, you know, follow where something is on your web page by just changing the Z-index. It's good to know that when everything is set to 0, for example, and you want to move something backwards, you can also go here with the minus value. So, hey, I want red to be behind everything. So -1, right? Because -1 is lower than 0. That's all in the lesson. In the next lecture, I will show you a more practical example. For now, I just wanted you to understand how this works. That's all. Thank you very much.